The one dependency tool that keeps my code base clean. Irrespective of whether you're managing the front end or the API code, dependencies are something that all developers rely on to make a good product. While adding dependencies and managing them via packages like npm, yarn, pnpm, etc., is pretty straightforward, and their respective counterparts like pip or python, etc. And there's one habit that I follow in every project: only keep the dependencies you need and prevent dependency bloat at all costs. The usual flow is in most projects is as follows. There's a functional requirement in the project. The developer looks for a library and installs it in the project. The project scope evolves, and after user research, the team decides that the functional requirement of step number 1 is no longer necessary and will be substituted by another functional requirement. The developer repeats step number 2 for the second feature. This entire cycle from step number 1 to 4 it keeps repeating until the final version is released. The most common place where this workflow can be found is early stage startups where the founders are still trying to figure out product market fit. The requirement in that phase keep changing. Requirements in that phase keep changing, and the dependency list keeps expanding. It gets so big sometimes that even a black hole has trouble eating it up. How do you manage dependencies cleanly? It's pretty straightforward and simple. Delete the dependency if it's not needed. Following this habit does two things. When new developers join your project, they'll have a clear idea about all the dependencies being used. Not all developers dive headfirst into the package.json file, but it's still better to keep it to the point for your own peace of mind if nothing else. Number two, one look at package.json will tell you the library is currently in use. You won't have to second guess whether the library mentioned is actually present in your code and whether you can safely remove it from the project if needed. How do you manage dependencies? Do you stay disciplined about it, or do you chat GPT and copy paste the npm install commands without installing the alternate libraries of the library you're trying to install?